Paladin.
Alright, check your corners and keep it quiet.
Dance?
Keep moving. We'll talk later. Engine course ahead. Should be our final stop.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Of course, in my experience. I mean, oh, Piper, what? It's enough to make me want to hate.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
Huh, no kidding. Sure, it can be. Because I know the truth.
Absolutely. Good.
Exactly. I've seen first our dad.
Right.
Well, I didn't buy it. He was gonna leave the gates open. My dad found out and was gonna turn. I tried talking to the mayor. The mayor sure wanted it.
Piper, you saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves. Because they knew the truth. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired. It's just...
Transmitter should be at the top of the core. Looks like the elevators are dead. We'll have to keep heading down for now and find a way to get the facility's power back online. There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off of the main chamber. I'll remain here and watch our backs.
Warning. Power loss detected. Engine core is offline.
Got it.
Engine core power restored. Thermal engine fueled. Primed and standing by for your command accepted. Commencing 5-second countdown. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Engine firing. Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.
Oh my god! Are you alright? Cooked by those flames. But thanks to my power armor, I'm still in one piece. The important thing is that we're still alive. We have a way to get to the transmitter. Let's go.
Paladin dance.
Enough chatter. We've got a job to do. No time for questions now. We have to keep moving.
Going down. Going up.
They're in the control room. Open fire. I hope that's the last of them. Damn it. I don't see the device anywhere. Fan out and check the synth remains. They may have been after the transmitter as well. Let's get out of here. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
Going up.
The bunker looks clear. Let's move out.
Paladin.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two. First and foremost, I think you'll find this. May it serve you well.
That isn't necessary.
I insist you keep it.
Right.
Now, as far as this, we had a lot thrown at it. Our op could have ended. There's no doubt in my mind. When we met at the police station, is that something you're still...
Sure. I'd be honored to join.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Meet me back at the police.
Guess they're not interested in sharing.
Paladin Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Aelin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
Thanks. I promise not to let...
You don't have to prove anything else to me. Getting that
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you.
I got tired of wandering alone.
Too bad. I was getting used to the thought of you leaving.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have
Right.
it. And you need to understand what it means to be... We're not soldiers of fortune. If you intend to stay...
Don't worry. I've spent time in the military.
Perfect. Then there's no need to give you a long lecture. So I'll get right. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command. Honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't...
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Prydwen. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, they could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
You two can't be that naive. That thing, it's just gonna escalate everything. You can't honestly believe it will stem the bloodshed.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
I can get used to this.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel, the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. Usually, it's a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do.
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request. Place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the prison and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one. Get back here, Initiate. Our debriefing isn't complete.
You haven't lived until you
Paladin dance.
with the Brotherhood. Now that's a challenge.
I can't talk to you right now. Max is preparing for dress.
Elder Maxon.
Your orders were to speak to Lancer Captain Kells. I suggest you follow them to the left.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the mind.
Captain.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Yep.
You're wasting our time, soldier.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I've read. You might expect the brother as the cap unders.
Absolutely.
Good. That's your order, if you have.
What are my orders?
Your orders. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest dismissed.
Lost? Maxon's addressed.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry.
Paladin dances, and he concludes that you'd be an asset to us, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Congratulations.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Paladin dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Dance?
What's on your mind?
Nothing else I needed.
Affirmative.
Sure.
There.
recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Got it.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You? Anyway, since you came down... My name's Ingram. And this... If your power armor's too tight in the crop...
Sounds like you have a pretty...
Played. Hell.
Right.
There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm...
You feel like telling me how...
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
I'm not really looking for sympathy. And honestly... Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands... There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free... Now, if you'll excuse...
When I get off duty, that's
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite. Is this going to take much longer?
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them. I really don't have...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confused.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
If you want my help, just ask.
I wasn't aware you were interested. As you patrol the Commonwealth,
Right.
I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents, and if you wish to be assigned to a... in any event.
Don't worry, we'll keep the Gridwin running and...
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No.
Very well. Last, would you have any problems pulling the trigger?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties if you ever need medical assistance.
Uh-huh. Elder Maxon?
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Gridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right. Take a look over. Sure. That's Fort Strong. Having those aberrations. To make matters, I want... Understood?
Consider it done.
Look. The Brotherhood can...
It'll be a play.
Now, use it to carry our... Dismissed.
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
So there is a human being under all that power armor after all.
Sometimes I need a reminder, but yes, there is. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was, I never got a chance to ask. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so... It's because I believe in you. And I...
What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
Back in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of...
Right.
They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post, which was... Quite a few soldiers died in that battle. He made his mark on history.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just, well, I've said what I had to say, and I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature. Would it be possible?
Yeah, research.
Crap.
Striking distance of the city.
Death from above. It's the only way.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
I hear something.
This area seems on the disarray.
What is it?
remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard. Trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Getting hungry. Someone there? I hear something out there somewhere.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come this I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location. Simply throw one to the ground. Once you're aboard...
Thank you, Elder.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply an even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder.
I want you to get out there and become... You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm if you discover a way in, I need you. Any questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well.